Hey there, welcome to the Vital Blend. My name is Anthony. Glad you could join me for today's episode because today I want to talk about how disease begins inside of our body. I've talked often about how inflammation lies at the heart of our most chronic, common lifestyle diseases. And what's behind the inflammation, though? What's driving that? And in my book, I talk about how we create an environment inside of our body that sets the stage for disease. It's kind of like how we go from a beautiful sunny day to all of a sudden, a stormy day. How does that happen? We can see the environment changing. The clouds come in, things get darker, the wind picks up, more humidity, the air pressure changes, and the environment is ripe for rain. And inside of our own body, we also have an environment. And depending on our diet and lifestyle, what's going into our mouth and how we live our life will depend on the environment inside of our body. I want you to think about a nice sunny day as the inside of our body being nice and alkaline the way that we should be. I mean, we have a stomach that's acidic, but the rest of us should be alkaline. That's a nice, beautiful sunny day. Disease doesn't exist in an alkaline body. However, when we become too acidic, that's when we start to see problems. That's when we start to see the inflammation and a lot of other things happening because acidity breeds a certain kind of an environment. I'm going to show you an example of what acidity does. All right, now in this video that I'm showing you, you'll see there's a piece of meat in a dish, but I want you to think about this piece of meat as tissue. This is animal tissue. This is your tissue. It's being bathed in Coca-Cola, all right, acids, okay? These tissues are being put into an acid bath, and I want you to pay attention over the period of hours and days here, not only what's happening to the meat, to the tissue, but also what's going on with the environment around it because of the acidity. I want you to watch how things change, all right? And one of the things that you're going to notice is how things are starting to solidify, all right? Things are starting to coagulate. You'll notice a film go over the entire dish here. That's what acidity does. It clots, okay? This is the environment inside of your body. This is what we see when we get crystallization. We get calcification. These are gallstones, kidney stones, plaque inside the arteries. That's acidity. You have pains, autoimmune pains. That's acidity. Acids burning your tissues. You have women with heavy periods, clotting, blood clots. That's what happens. Look at the environment that comes along with acidity. All right, so how many people do you know that are dealing with stones and dealing with plaque in their arteries, arthritis, pains all over their body, pains in their joints, women with really heavy, painful periods? How many people do you know like this? And what are they eating? Take a look at what they're eating, because that's really what it comes down to. How does somebody get acidic? Well, the biggest thing is what they're putting into the mouth, what they're eating, okay? I know when I was knee-deep in the standard American diet, it was very much like, sausage, bacon, eggs for breakfast, one of those, dairy in the mix, coffee, all acidic, okay? Then you move on to lunch, you go out for a chicken sandwich, some pizza, Coca-Cola, all acidic. I used to go to the vending machine for a snack. I'm going to have a heart attack now thinking about it, but I used to go get candy bars and chips and Pepsi, all acid. Okay, then I get the heartburn, right? That's something else that comes from that. Dinner time, what are we looking at? Steaks, burgers, hot dogs, chicken, barbecue, Coca-Cola, maybe alcohol, all acid. And then you have a snack, a dessert, cheese, dairy, something in the mix, maybe more coffee, acid, acid, acid. You can see every bite, every single meal. Where's the alkaline stuff? What is the alkaline stuff? It's going to be your fruits and vegetables. When you shift over to plants, especially raw, now you're getting into the alkaline fruits and vegetables. This is why the raw diets are the most healing diets, okay? This is why when people shift to plants, things loosen up. All right, the mucus loosens up, the plaque melts away. How many times have you heard about a whole food plant-based diet reversing heart disease and plaque melting away? Well, what is that melting away? It's going from acidity to alkalinity. You've heard of women, their periods, they improve. not as much clotting, the pains go away, not as long. This is what happens when you go from acidity to alkalinity. Things start to improve. The sun comes back out again, and this is what's behind the success stories that you hear about when people switch from eating meat and dairy, high acid foods, down to the more alkaline fruits and vegetables. We need to change our diet. We need to, let's say, first thing in the morning, look for alkaline foods. You know, when you wake up in the morning, your body's going through like an elimination cycle, as you all know. Eat foods that support that. Eat foods that hydrate, that are alkaline, that support your body's ability to flush things out. And so you're going to want to go with fruits. Fruits are the perfect human food. You know, they got lots of water, lots of vitamins and minerals and fiber. This will help to give your body what it needs and to keep it clean. So think berries and melons and bananas or whatever it is that you enjoy. You want to make a smoothie? Make a smoothie. Just bring in the alkaline foods and look at the rest of your diet. Look at what's acidic and see how you can start moving some of that out, bringing the alkaline stuff in, and then you'll see things change. Let me know if you've done this. Let me know if you had stones, if you had, calcifications, plaque in your arteries, autoimmune pains. Maybe you had periods that were heavy and painful and now they're not. Drop it down below and let me know how a whole food plant-based diet, an alkaline diet of fruits and vegetables has helped you. All right, and if you're struggling with this kind of stuff now and you need help, then don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. This is part of what I do when I work with people. I show them this stuff and we start to work on, how can we change your diet into one that supports the environment inside of your body that you need to be the healthiest version of yourself. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to share it with someone who you think can really, really use it. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and on YouTube as well. And just be sure to love yourself. That's where it all starts. You got to love yourself first so that you want the best for yourself. And I want you to eat more plants, and I will talk to you soon.